All right, this is for all you moms and dads out there of all sorts. You know, being an entrepreneur is one thing. Doing that while you're also being a mom or a dad and having kids around, whether they're your kids or stepkids or whatever, that is no joke. I get it. I've got two stepchildren. They're now grown. They're 23 and 26. So we're at a different stage of our life. But I wanted to share with you because being an entrepreneur is such an incredible privilege and an honor and a gift. And I want to share with you how you can be a role model to your kids as an entrepreneur, because there's a lot of amazing things that you're teaching them in that. The first one that I want to share with you is set work hours. When you can create boundaries and let work be work and family be family, you're really conveying to them that they're important, that your work is important, and both can exist at the same time. It's not an either or, it's a both and. Now, this is way easier said than done. I completely get it. And when you can set healthy boundaries, you train your kids to know when they can't interrupt you, when you're on the phone with the client, and it just makes it easier for you to focus and be present on your work, because work is work and family is family. The second thing that I want to share with you is get them involved early. One of my girlfriends was just telling a story about her little girls as it pertains to the work that she does, and I think they're 2 and 5 maybe. They're little, right? Get them involved early. Research with them. Your marketing research. One of the tips for marketing is if a 4-year-old can repeat it, you got some good marketing. Right? So there's a lot of different outlooks on that, but the point is to get them involved early, whether it's with your market research, practicing conversations with them, getting them to help with projects when it's appropriate. And one of my favorite things is sharing your why. Don't be afraid to be passionate about the work you do in the presence of your children. Sharing why you're doing what they're doing. Kids get a lot more than we give them credit for at sometimes. And when you can share your why and they can understand that, well, you're helping them to support you in your work, and you're teaching them how to give voice to what matters to them. So as they grow up, they're using their voice for things that matter to them in their lives. It's a huge trait to teach, especially to little girls. The third thing is to let them see you make mistakes. I know that's not fun. I know it's not comfortable. But when we can, as entrepreneurs, we have to become profoundly comfortable with the discomfort of being an entrepreneur. We're always getting out of our comfort zone. We're always evolving. And when we can let our children see us making mistakes, honoring that, celebrating that, researching through it, moving through it, evolving it, and doing that time and time again, it gives them the freedom and permission to let it be okay to make mistakes. Because when we make mistakes, that's where the greatest learning and greatest evolution occurs. So let them see you make mistakes. Don't try to be perfect Portia all the time to your kids, or like you got your shit together. Let them see you be frazzled. Let them see how you work through all the shades of being an entrepreneur. And then the last thing that I want to share with you is ask for their support. They love you. They want to be your champion and your cheerleader. Let them do it. When you share your why, when you set those boundaries, when you get them involved early, they can support you. Teach them how to support you in appropriate ways so that they can love you up just like you love them up. So those are some of the ideas about how to be a role model for your kids as an entrepreneur. What other things do you have? I'd love to hear from you. Share below, because this is one of the greatest spots that we can be in, is conveying what matters to us to our children as they find their voices, as they find their passions, as they find their way through this world. So what have you done that's been effective to help be a role model entrepreneur for your kids? Post it below. I'd love to hear from you.